Hey, my name is Zoltan, and I became a living donor 2 years ago. I first considered donating a kidney because my brother had a kidney failure and I wanted to help him. The deciding factor in becoming a living kidney donor was helping my brother to get back his life, what he had before his kidney failed. To prepare for the donor testing process, be prepared, it will take a while. It took me around 6 months at least, but it was COVID time, so maybe it was slower than usual. But it was very smooth and easy. I just needed to do some tests, and we always needed to wait for the results before we started the next one. So the time factor is the worst in the whole process, but nothing really. Couple of blood tests, urine tests, and once I needed to have a blood pressure machine on me for 24 hours. But really, it was easy, and a couple of tests in the hospital later. The whole process would take like 1 or 2 weeks if you could do everything in a day, and the next day the next one. But because you need to wait for the results, it takes longer. But nothing to worry about. It's really, this process is very simple and easy for the donor. So after the surgery, the first couple of days I spent in the hospital, obviously. And it was, I had some pain, but really just a minor one. I didn't really need very strong painkillers or something, and I could walk the next day after the surgery. Actually, I left the hospital on the third day, maybe. So, I didn't know what to expect because I never had a surgery before. But when I saw my brother who got my kidney and how he changed just in a couple of days, that was amazing. An amazing feeling. And everybody was so kind in the hospital, all the nurses, doctors, and everyone. For a couple of weeks, I just recovered. Mostly stayed in bed, some walks. The second week, I started to walk even longer walks, like 1 or 2 kilometers. And very quickly, I got back my strength, and the worst part was laughing. So no jokes around after the surgery because that could be painful. But I have office job. I have an office job, so I could work again after a couple of weeks. I can't remember exactly, maybe a month. I started to work on the fourth week. Maybe I could even start earlier a little bit. And because I tried to be very active, I started biking, I think on the week 5 or something, or even 4. So, and at home you can cook, or you can walk, you don't need anyone actually to taking care of you. Even after I was out from the hospital, I could take care of me 100% at home. I didn't need anyone, but I had people who helped me, but I could just do that. Maybe slower than usual, but I was strong enough to do anything I needed to do. Looking back, I would do the same and the same things. I maybe somehow I would try to become a donor earlier, so not just the last minute when we knew my brother will need a donor, because we didn't know how long does it take to become a donor. But yeah, I don't think there is anything I would change in the whole process. So whatever I did or however I did, everything just went very well. So the best advice I could give someone who is considering being a living kidney donor is just do it. It it doesn't change your life in the long term at all. I I live the same life I lived before. Nothing changed. I do the same sports, the same activities. I eat the same things. I drink the same things. Nothing changed for me in the long term. Just needed a couple of months to be back 100%. But it changed my brother's life, like totally. He got back what he had before without all the hassles and without the being in and out from hospitals and everything. So if you can, be a donor if you're healthy enough and there is a match, just do it.